G'day guys and welcome, my name is Michael and I am the DeadAussieGamer and welcome to First Contact, our show where we really just kind of fumble around and do first contact with a bunch of really cool and fun and amazing things for you role-playing game fiends out there. Today we are joined by none other than my wonderful friend Till from DungeonFog to talk about this amazing map-making software that is developed by his company and basically make first contact with it. Good morning, afternoon, evening, Till.
It's a great pleasure to be here, Michael. Always happy to be here with you. Hi.
Hi. No, it's been a while. I don't think we've been seen in public together since the anniversary video where we revealed, of course, the a bunch of new and exciting and amazing things from DungeonFog. But you know what? I am ashamed to say that I have not yet delved into the world of map making. Look, we've all got to be skilled at something, and I tell Janet from World Anvil the exact same thing. As much as I love the product, I see what it can do. I have potato thumbs, and I just haven't committed myself to trying it, but I hope to rectify that today with, of course, your help. So to begin,
I will do my best to help.
Of course, yeah. And to begin, why don't you tell the folks at home, what is DungeonFog? What is this all about?
Okay, so DungeonFog is a map making tool. It's an online battle map editor, which means that if you are looking for maps, if you want to create your own maps, or if you want to modify existing maps, you go to DungeonFog and you just draw the map that you like. I think the thing that puts DungeonFog out of the ordinary is that it's a real drawing tool. So it's not just tiles that you stick together to create a map, but you have all the creative freedom to draw whatever you like. And because the intention behind that was to stay efficient. So I'm from Austria, which is very close to Germany. So efficiency is kind of in our genes. We also made this tool so that you can share those maps with friends, and it stays editable, which means that you can just share the map, someone else takes it, adapts it to his or her game, and it's one of the core principles of DungeonFog is that whatever you do, you can always change later. So we're not baking anything into pictures, but we're leaving everything untouched, sorry, not untouched, but retouchable, basically.
Awesome, which is always great because you guys are always releasing new assets for DungeonFog. So, you know, what might be absolutely awesome one day is suddenly 10 times better as a new map pack arrives and hits and you have like hundreds more assets. So it's also a great way to catalog the maps that you are going to be using for your campaigns and your stories and things like that. But of course, as someone who does not make maps, I am now very, very scared about doing this, but hopefully with Till in hand, we're gonna get through this. But I've got to say one thing though: the thing that isn't intimidating is, of course, how pretty and how beautiful the actual website is. So this is your first point of contact when you reach DungeonFog. You get to see this awesome map being done in the background. Who made this map, by the way, like in this animation?
Bodhi. Bodhi is our user interface and graphics designer, and he also did the redesign for the website. Was one of the first things that he did when he joined our company. Well deserved, I think, because the old website was a bit aged. And he also sat down and created this amazing cathedral map that you can find, by the way, on the public map library. So if you want to use that for your games, just go there and search for it. And it was a lot of fun to like the creation process. I think it very well explains how DungeonFog works.
Absolutely. And looking through more of the website, obviously we have the Bring It On adventure and the video associated with it, which of course I lent a voice to
the voice
to one of the characters there. Which is great.
Paladin.
Also an awesome adventure, by the way, which you get to see some of the maps, you know, that you can make in this. So a great showcase piece there, right on the front. There's also this here, Project Deos. Now,
Yeah.
this isn't first contact for Project Deos, but in a very short stint, what is Project Deos and why is it in alpha and why should people sign up for it?
Okay. It's DungeonFog, the online battle map editor, is, as the name says, just an editor for battle maps. So this is very like zoomed in, close on the battlefield or the encounter map that you're building. Project Deus is the expansion of that, and it is a tool that is currently in development. That at the end you will be able to create your city maps, your region maps, your world maps, and we're going even a step further where you can then create the solar system and the galaxy map where this planet is now. Let's zoom back in, like you're going from the galaxy into the solar system, into the world map, into the region, into the city, down into the dungeon. And the whole thing is being developed as a desktop application. And that is why it is currently in alpha, because we are at the moment about to close our technical alpha, which is just right now the part where we are testing the stability and the performance of our core systems. And hopefully by end of May, early June, we will then enter the feature alpha, which means we will then start throwing new tools into the mix. It's not what people expect from Steam. It's not a final product. So the alpha is not a final alpha. It's a technical alpha at the moment. But if you are interested in the development and growth of a program from day one to the release, there is a way to join our alpha program and to just be part of the experience while we are throwing new stuff in, while we are breaking things and revert things and redo things until they are fixed and they work. There is a way to subscribe to our current alpha, and there is, as a thank you from our side, basically also a very good discount on the final product then.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. Yeah, and I'm kind of sitting there thinking, yeah, cool. So you've got like the galaxies, the universes, etc., and then eventually you have Grandma's pocket interior, right? So this is
Yeah.
what you got the lint ball, you've got a taffy, like yeah, you get to design.
Yeah, but you know what happens? The second you go into Grandma's purse, a whole new galaxy opens.
Oh, there you go, and then
It's
you're
loot.
back to the start. Awesome. All right, so the next thing we find is, of course, the how it works, which is the explanations of creating a map and placing assets and the like, which is great and very helpful. I love the maps in the background of these ones in particular. So I'm already super excited. I can't wait to play. Like the opening page has got me excited. And what can be done? You've got like a bunch of free maps that you've already got on display here, which I mean, some of these are just absolutely incredible. And I could immediately see myself like throwing these into like big shows. You can see even the people who contributed them as well. So if
Yes.
these are the people who did it. And oh, look, isn't that familiar? This individual here. I wonder who made this one. Which I should probably memorize in case he tries to pull it on me at some point.
Yeah, you should.
Just remember these. And then, of course, we have the latest updates, so you can always stay fresh and abreast of what is new and what is happening. Circle of World Builders is happening again, which is,
It's happening again.
just saying, it was so good last year. And I presume that's with Janet and Guy and all the same criminals from last year or the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's going to be June 5th, and it's going to be a full day of just world building and how to not be boring while world building. And Guy is contributing a session, and World Anvil is contributing a session. And we will be talking about how to not make boring battle maps, and Keora is talking about how to create engaging region maps or world maps. So we're all trying to do our best to show you how you can keep your game alive and try not to be boring.
Nice. And of course, you've got a list of the assets, which of course I'm very excited to point at this one. Look, you can actually add lighting. As someone who once upon a time did film and television, specializing in lighting and stuff like that is always a thing that I've always looked forward to. And of course, you have your licensing options for those of you who wish to purchase
Yes.
your copy of DungeonFog. There is, of course, a free option, but there are other options as well that allow you to be able to utilize them. And of course, we see all the
And
lovely
there are
people.
going to be a lot more new and cool features next week, because on May the 4th, we're releasing the marketplace. And that means as a free user, you have a lot more to do than before. But even as a premium user, there are a lot new things that you can take and use. So keep an eye out for that, because the marketplace, I think, is going to be a game changer. Especially if you don't like subscriptions and you feel like, I don't want to subscribe to a map making tool, then that's fine, because again, the marketplace will give you the opportunity to work without a subscription. But if you want the whole shebang with everything available in DungeonFog, then look at our subscription models.
Fantastic. And of course, we have all of the wonderful people who help bring this into being. So yeah, which is great. And you know, it's awesome that I can see so many wonderful people here who I recognize from the community, and that's just awesome. Yay. And then of course, you know,
Yay.
Facebook, Twitter, Discord, find all the places, go see all the places. By the way, I will actually plug the Discord. The Discord is one of the friendliest places for map makers in the world. Like if you want to build maps and stuff like that, and even if you don't use DungeonFog, go here, because the people there are just so creative and so supportive and so friendly. Yeah, like for the brief time that I've been talking to people there, yeah, got lots of information about this awesome map building skills.
It's really, I'm so proud, because it's such a calm and nice and forthcoming community. And if you ever have questions, you will most likely get an answer within minutes there. And also, we're all hanging out there. So it's like the whole team is basically constantly on Discord and is chatting. So join us. It would be a lot of fun to see you there.
There you go. All right. Now, lastly, now that we've had a look at the front page, I'm just going to very sneakily move my layout across, because my layout was too small. There we go. Look at that.
There you go.
Is we have, of course, the dashboard. Now, we have, of course, a number of different ways that we can begin. You have, of course, the list, the dashboard, which is the main place that we will find ourselves. Ta-da! Which will show you everything that you need, including, of course, your beginning maps, anything that you've had done, anything you've can see publicly shared currently. So yeah, basic beginning dashboard. You have your maps, you have your campaigns, which differs from your map area, as you can create your own campaign to attach your maps to, and to basically catalog and keep it organized, the stuff that you are building.
Yes, and play if you want to play them on the DungeonFog viewers, which are a Fog of War version for you. Then this is where you organize your games. That's the campaign section.
Yep. Then we have our public maps section, which of course is where we get to see all of the amazingly talented people who are making stuff for DungeonFog, or in DungeonFog, should I say.
Yes.
Which is just so much awesome and incredible things. And you can even search for things as well. So if we wanted to search for, let's say, dojo.
I would be. Wow, there is a dojo.
Ah!
I'm really impressed. It's still loading though. But
is it a big dojo? I mean, maybe it is. By the way, I love the little animation.
I have no idea. I think you're the first one who ever searched for dojo.
Oh, Gotham City. Oh, it doesn't even say dojo, but you know what? That's my dojo now. So Gotham City, Bloodborne inspired. Oh, you know what? I actually recognize this map. This is the map from Arkham City. From Arkham Asylum 2. It is where you have to fight Killer Croc across the planks here. I do recognize this map. It brings me nightmares. I'm gonna move now. But yeah. And as was mentioned before, if you want inspiration, or if you want to maybe see a direction for your maps to be going, this is a great place to look at going. Then of course you have your front page, your pricings, which of course, guys, the pricings are so cheap. It is ridiculously cheap. Basically, it is a trip to McDonald's for a month subscription. That's,
Yeah,
you know,
it's we all know it's a hobby, and we as developers, we're constantly pushing new features and new updates to DungeonFog, and we constantly grow it. So I think it's fair to ask for at least a small price on a subscription. But again, we were always aware of the fact that this is a hobby, and people are like, okay, contributing a little bit for their hobby if they're really engaged map makers. If you don't like the subscription, again, you can see that there's something like a prepaid system, which is called the on-demand, where you can just get access for a month or 3 month or 6 month. You're not losing anything once the time expires. The maps they still are there. You're just being reverted to a free account, and you can always come back and reactivate. So we're doing our best to kind of suit everyone and everyone's needs, to have a great time map making.
which is awesome. And you know what? From what I've heard from the people who really kind of get into the map making scene, building campaigns, I don't think I've heard anyone even remotely complain about that. So there you go. Then we of course have the news section, which we saw on the front page, but we now get to see more detailed articles on each of the different things that are currently happening. The help desk, which of course, if we click on, takes us to a little help desk portal where we can go, please tell, help us.
Yes.
Which we're not
Exactly.
we're not going to go into. We know how help desks work. The about, where we can.
I'm your help desk today.
Yeah, exactly. We have a help desk today, so there you go. And then, of course, we have our wonderful Discord. Now, there are account settings, but for obvious reasons, I'm not going to go into the first contact on that. But if you're looking at DungeonFog for the very, very first time, then, of course, why wait? Go straight into making your first map. And that goes by heading into the My Map section, create a new map.
The dashboard, yes.
Yep, or the dashboard, or any of the above, and then creating a map. Once you've done so, you will get a screen that will look somewhat like this, which is our starting point. But, of course, today was just the first contact. We are now going into part 2 of our first contact video, which will be making a map as of the next video. So thank you, Till, for joining us for this brief introduction. We will see you, well, I mean, we're recording this right now, so I'm going to see you in like 10 seconds, but, you know, you'll see everyone, and everyone will see you in the next video. So thank you for joining us, and thank you, Till.
Thank you, and see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Bye, guys!